porque siento que me conecta con la naturaleza principalmente. Y me gusta a veces como sentir que desafío mi cuerpo y mi mente es la que tiene que ahí mandar muchas veces manda la mente, po. Cuando ya tu cuerpo, tus piernas ya no dan. Y siento que es como esa conexión, como con la naturaleza, con uno mismo. Generalmente no hay señal, entonces igual es rico como desconectarse realmente para conectarse.
So about being in nature is one of the most impressive things for me. The nice breeze, the colors of the trees, the sound of the birds, the sunlight, all of these things makes me feel alive. And yeah, while hiking, you are challenging yourself physically and of course mentally. So for all of these things, I love hiking because like when you get tired, you start thinking more about philosophy. I don't know if it's happened to you or not. Yeah. So the last time that I was hiking, it was very hot day. The hike was so steep. Is it okay that I say memories? But, okay, cool. So, and all the time I was like, why am I here? Because the nature was not that beautiful and impressive to me. And then I was out of breath. All my body was in pain. But then, so I was nagging all the time in my mind. But I started focusing on taking very little steps and also breaking the steep bit by going like this. And after a while, I suddenly realized that I'm not nagging anymore and I'm just focusing on walking and I'm breathing better. So I started thinking philosophical that life is like that. You just have to focus on what you're doing now. It became funny for me. So yeah, it's a good time that you can take with yourself sometimes.
True.
Yeah.
I love to hike in the mountains because usually when I hike in the mountains, it's silent for me. It's like a meditation. So I feel more connected with myself, more connected with my thoughts. It helps me to proceed what's going on in my life and stuff. So hike is for me about strengthening my body and my mind as well.
I hike for the quiet moments. When I hike, I also hike inside myself. And when you get to see these kind of views, there's nothing that can be better than this. It's amazing.
Me gusta hacerlo porque es un momento en el que estás con vos mismo y con tus pensamientos. Por más que estés acompañado, siempre van a haber momentos en los que el escenario te produzca pensar. Así que por eso me gusta, porque te lleva a la introspección.
Because when I work, I'm either at home or at the office, and then I feel like I'm in a closed space. And then from time to time, I think I want to experience the open world. And the first thing, like some of the most things that I like are rivers, mountains, snow, rain, woods, anything in the nature. And hiking allows me to see the world with these features.
I love nature. I'm always stunned by nature and mountains. If I see this, and also on other hikes I do, even in Hong Kong, where the mountains are relatively small, it amazes me how beautiful nature is, and how powerful nature is, and how small we are. So that's what mountains mean to me. It's amazing to climb them, to hike them, and to realize, yeah, like I said, how tiny we are and how amazing Mother Nature is.
It's the thing I love the most. I think it's the only place that I can truly disconnect from all the stuff that I think of in my daily routine that bug me. And it makes my heart smile. I feel really emotional when I see like landscapes that open up, and also it's very challenging for me. And it's like, I always think whenever we go up the mountain, it's like a cliche, but I really feel it in my legs that you overcome the mountain. And that's it's very rewarding to feel. Like you can really physically feel that and emotionally feel. It's like closing a circle. You had an obstacle, you had a challenge, and you completed it, and it's the best feeling ever.
Que eu me sinto viva, ou quando eu vou pra montanha, quando eu conheço os lugares que eu quero conhecer, eu sinto meu sangue circulando, sabe? The things make sense. É. Eu gosto muito de estar na natureza, tipo, pra mim eu vivo numa cidade que é muito grande, São Paulo, it's a big city. Então, ir pra natureza em lugares como esse me trazem de volta pra vida, pra essência, sabe? Sair dessa loucura que é a cidade grande, que te consome, toma todo o seu tempo. Na natureza, o tempo é o tempo da natureza.
thing I love is actually camping. I like laying down in front of nature. But this trip was like a thing that I've always dreamed of for like about 10 years. Because Korea is so far away from South America, and you gotta have a lot of time to come here. So this is my once in a time life chance to come here. So I came here for El Charlton, and I really wanted to do something special for myself. Not the thing that everybody does, maybe. I mean, Fitzroy is clearly very beautiful. But for me, I came here by myself, and I wanted some kind of experience that I can remember for myself. And for me, that was something that I experienced with my food. Something that I can do it by myself. Not the things that I just go and see, but something that you earn by yourself. That is the thing that I remember for myself. So for hiking, you definitely remember because you suffer. And as much as you suffer, you see the things that that is so beautiful, and you feel the feeling that you earned it for yourself. And I guess that was the reason I hike. Yes.
I just love it. I like the physical part of it, like feeling your own body. And the views are awesome. Even though sometimes you don't have great views, it's still like you've accomplished something. Seeing what you're able to do, sometimes it feels like, oh, I will never make it up that mountain. And then at the end of the day, you sit down and we were like, oh, wow, I've done this. This is huge. It calms me down being physical active, but not having like the noise from the city, but actually like just nature around, listening to the wind or to water or to the animals. That's really relaxing. So again, there are like different levels of why I do it and why I enjoy it. You meet great people, they're super relaxed, they're open-minded. So there's also a social part of it. So mental, physical, and social.